What's up guys, Karataka here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. This round we'll be doing a Phoenixmon Marsmon Rush deck profile. So without further ado, let's get into the deck. With the BT-11 support, the Phoenixmon can finally get its own deck. So pretty happy about it, and Marsmon is also pretty good support to help the deck out. Or if you want to main Marsmon, you can also do that instead. But without further ado, let's get right into the main list. So for the level 6s, we are going to be running 4 of the Phoenixmons. The ratio for this is actually really flexible. You can run 3 of these if you want. You want 4 for these one. I just want to run these at 4 so that it doesn't brick. But yeah, you can run this at 3 if you want. Basically, it's just here to help you proc your on deletion effects, and then when this card's deleted, you can play one of your beast or bird type Digimon. And then for every Tamer you have, it increases the cap by 2,000. So combined with the new Tamer, you'll be able to make your birds have haste, or your Bearmons if you want. But yeah, that's that. So moving on, we're going to be running 3 Marsmon. So Marsmon is the other boss monster of the deck. So this card's a little bit different from the Phoenixmon. This card's mainly your attacker. You want to use this to charge into your opponent's, or it's called raid into your opponent's bigger Digimon, so that you can just get rid of threats. So pretty good for that. It has it has raid and it has blitz, so you'll be able to attack on evolution. And then the other effect is if this card raids, then you can make this card active again, and for every red Tamer you have, you get +1 memory. So pretty good. It's definitely a very interesting card to be playing with, and it's in a way it's kind of like Emperor Greymon, but since it doesn't have to be blocked, you can kind of do its thing. So I think it's quite good. Next, for the level 5s, we're running 4 of the Grapple-Leomon. So this is here for mainly its evolution source. So if you change targets, you'll be able to trash the source. So in a way, you'll be able to kind of get rid of your opponent's security without really attacking them, so that you can safely remove their stack. Of course, if they don't have any field, then this card's not that great, but I think in the current meta, the people will have at least something on the board for you to charge into or raid into. So I think, yeah, pretty good card. If you don't want to run this, you can choose to run the Gardermon instead. I don't really like the Gardermon that much, so I'm running 4 of the Grapple-Leomon, and we're also running a mini Rise Greymon engine here. So we're running the Rise Greymon from BT4, as well as the Rise Greymon X Antibody from BT9, just because we want to play Tamers for free, and these will help you do that. The Birdramon will also help you do it, but I think these are pretty good. It gives a little bit of removal with your X Antibody, so that you can just get rid of your opponent's DP, and then this card's just helps with Digiburst and then get stuff. Get Tamers out, so you don't really have to proc your on-delete skill. So this is kind of a level 5 Tamer player, instead of relying on your source skill for your Birdramon. So speaking of which, we're running 4 Birdramons for our level 4s. Mainly it's here. It has a blocker skill, which is not that useful, but its inherit skill is pretty good. On deletion, you can play cost level 4. Cost 4 or less Tamer without paying its costs. So obviously this is good because you'll be able to use the Phoenixmon, and then you'll be able to proc its inherit skill, because it is a deletion skill that your Phoenixmon has now. So pretty good. And then for the other level 5s or level 4s, we're running 4 Bearmon. Just helps you get extra power when you're raiding. So not bad. And we're running 3 of the Birdramon from BT2. Mainly I'm running this card because it's 3k, so even if you don't have any Tamers out, which is not likely, you'll still be able to attack with her being 7k. So pretty good, because when it attacks a player, you get 4,000 extra power. So potentially this can stay on the board. So if it stays on the board, it becomes a threat for your opponent to get rid of. If not, then you can just keep jabbing with this. So it's pretty good. For the level 3s, we're running 4 of the new Digimon. So this helps you search. On deletion, you get 1 memory. You're not going to use this deletion skill a lot, but when in events that you don't have anything else you can use, you can definitely choose that. But this helps you search for a vaccine type, which is a really broad category, so you can search for a lot of stuff in this deck. And you can also search for Red Tamer, which this deck runs a lot of. So very good searcher in this deck. Next, we're running 4 Bearmons. So this is this is Grizzlymon, this is Bearmon. I screwed the names. But yeah, this gives you extra power when you're raiding. So potentially, if you do have this and this in your skills, as well as your Marsmon, there's pretty much nothing you can't beat over. So pretty good. Next, we're also running 2 of the Digimons from BT-2. So we're running this because she has an on deletion skill for her own skill. So if you crash on your own turn, you get +1 memory, which is a little bit of refund, which is pretty good. Next, we're running 2 Solarmons. This is here for your Digicross matchups against your Shoutmons, as well as any other Digicrossing decks, just so you can stop them in their tracks. Of course, they have ways to get rid of it, but this is here as a little bit of a hindrance. It's better than nothing. And with the new ban list, actually, Shoutmon might see less play, even though the Cross 3 is a very good alternative. So it might be not as dominant, but there's still builds that can still take advantage of Shoutmon. So, you know, you're still going to need this. For the Tamers, we're running 4 Akiho just because you want your searches and you want to have your rush. So running this, and it's a 3 cost, so it's not bad. If you don't want to run this Bergermon, you can run the Agunimon instead. Just because you're gonna have a lot of Tamers on the board, so if you want to use it as a finish, you can definitely run that instead. But 3 Bergermons are good. Next, we're running 2 of the Amanokawa Hero. So you can run Tai instead. I'm running the Hero just in case I'm using my Bergermon to attack security. I don't want it to die that easily, so I want to have this. Of course, not all the time you're gonna have your raids, so you can't get the power boost very consistently. So that the hero is here just to help you do it more consistently. Next, we're running 2 Taichis and Hikaris. So this one just gives you 1 memory if you have 3 or less security, and if your opponent has 3 or less security, you can get +1 memory. So pretty easy to fulfill. Next skill is if you have whenever your red or yellow Digimon attacks, you can rest this Tamer to give all your opponent's security -2,000 power. So this is another card that can help your Phoenixmon attack into security safely. So yeah. So next for the options, we're running 1 of the Phoenixmon option. So this just this card just pops 8k or less Digimon, and then you can proc 1 of your vaccine Digimon's on deletion skills. So it sort of acts as a Sunrise Buster, because if you have your Phoenixmon field with the the Bergermon inherit skill, you kind of play a Tamer for free, but it's definitely not as good, just because Sunrise Buster is restricted to 1 now, so we're just going to be able to run that 1. So we're running 1 Sunrise Buster. Definitely very good for this deck, just because it gels really well with the whole theme of the deck, wanting to play your Tamers. And then we also have the Rise Grim X Antibody, as well as the Hikaris to help you get that yellow. And if you hit this into security, that's pretty good as well. Alright, so last but not least, we're running 2 Magma Bombs. So Magma Bombs here is just to help you pop your opponent's lowest DB Digimon. If they only have 1 on the field, it's pretty much Gaia Force. It's also it's okay for your security skill. You just pop something. But running this because it's a 5 cost. So 5 cost if your opponent's playing a lot of towers. Like if you're in a tower format, this card is just really good just because you'll be able to pop their only Digimon on the board. So running 2 of these. If you don't want to run these, you can definitely run Gaia Forces if you want. This is potentially a 5 cost if you have a red Tamer. So that's why I like this. And it's also a nice card to just play around with. But definitely this is like a floater spot. You can run, you know, pretty much anything in the slot. Red Memory Boost. Because these used to be Sunrise Busters, but that's gone now. So anyway, yeah, I guess Red Memory Boost is just another good alternative for this card. I think there's some Tamers that people might want to run. But yeah, the deck is really flexible and it's really fun to play. It's actually quite consistent. So I do really like playing this deck. But anyway, did I talk about the Digimons? By the way, I'm running 4 Gurimons from BT-8. Just because you'll be able to attack pretty easily over 6k, so you can get a draw. So running the Gurimons. If you are worried about not having big enough numbers, you can run the other Gurimon that gives you extra 1k from the start deck. Just because that one is it's pretty easy to fill in this deck, just because you'll be playing multiple Digimons. So yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if I've been a little bit all over the place today, just because I am feeling a little bit tired. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use the affiliate links down below. But this is Karataku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!